I don't feel safe, no.
No, it's messing up how I normally drive.
Distracting?
It doesn't feel comfortable. Like my hand slides too much.
It's just odd that you always have to be.
Okay, now that I see it, I can't unsee it.
If something goes wrong, and you're like, oh.
Your initial first reaction of how it feels in your hand.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. That you
I was
can't
gonna
see.
say, it has to be.
Yeah.
I don't know a cow that's shaped like this.
This is ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Yeah, you saw in the title description there. This video is going to be a reaction video. Just not me. I'll give you my opinion, but a reaction video for other people that have driven or just seen the Yoke. This is the Yoke by Hansshow. Now other companies make it. It's not just Hansshow. This one just happens to be Hansshow. And my opinion is it did take a little while getting used to, but you did get used to it, or at least I got used to it after a while. Now I guess depending on how long you've driven for dictates how long it'll take you to get used to it. I've been driving for over 30 years, so I'm accustomed to a circular wheel, a wheel shape where whenever I need to grab the wheel at any point in 360 degrees, I can grab the wheel. It did take a while to get used to. New drivers that have maybe only been driving for 5-10 years, maybe they'll get used to it a lot quicker. I didn't get used to it that quickly. I tried it out for about 2 or 3 months. I gave it an honest try, and honestly at the end of it, I took it off as winter came because I just didn't want to take that chance. You'll hear other people in the video here commenting on, you know, in the event of an emergency, how your muscle memory kicks in and habit kicks in, and you're going to look for or try to grab something near the top and there's nothing near the top. That was a big concern of mine, so I switched it up for winter driving. So without any delay here, let's just roll the video and I'll show you other people that have given their opinions on it, on how it looks and how it feels and how it drives.
Okay, what's your first take on it?
It looks like it's just been cut off. It looks
That's
stupid.
what I said.
Okay, it has
Do you
been...
want me to tell you how I really feel?
No, tell me how you really feel. I don't want you to hold back. But it actually has been cut off. But
It actually was cut off.
What is the purpose of this? Please tell me.
it's one thing to look at it. It's another thing to
Do you
drive.
want me to drive?
That's why you're in the driver's seat.
I am. Oh my god. See, I don't know how to hold this wheel.
Oh.
It's not a wheel. It's a yoke.
It's a yoke.
So it's called a yoke.
That's awesome.
I don't feel safe.
Sarcastic.
I don't feel safe, no.
No, it's messing up how I normally drive. Like,
Well, you still have your brake. So remember, you have your brake.
no, I'm a hand over hand person.
Yeah, so is 90% of the people. That's why I wanted to get your take. I know what I think.
That's how I was taught to
I'm just
drive.
gonna do this
That's how I
because-
learned to drive, and that's
how I
in
would
my
do it.
mind, that's the safe way to drive. Okay, so why would we have this even as an option? What benefit does it offer? It's messing me. Like, how do you grab this?
The only benefit I see is sight line, like seeing over the wheel. But like, I guess you'd have to be super short to have that wheel in your way, and you see through it. Like, and you just get used to it after.
I'm
a
a short person, and I don't have any issues with that. Never have, even in my truck. And you can adjust the wheel.
Yeah.
If that's the issue, so that shouldn't even be a benefit. Sorry, you can scratch that.
I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying, you know, playing devil's advocate. Maybe that's why they.
See,
You're accustomed. I know.
No, I'm turning and the wheel slipped out of my hand because I'm so used to.
Yeah, you're accustomed.
Most vehicles just would have went into the other lane because I lost the wheel.
It's not a wheel. It's a yoke.
I refuse to call it a yoke. Why do people want this? Is it cool? Is it like a...
Well, no, I admit it looks cool. Like,
it actually looks stupid to me. Like, it's just like someone cut this off.
Yeah.
It just...
I think it looks cool because it's very F1, very sporty look. That's what
Yeah, I think that's the only
racing
thing
cars
about
use
this.
those, right?
Me turning
You can move your hands, you know.
Look, I'm not doing it.
Sleigh.
Oh Lord, I don't want to park.
Right.
Well, you're happy.
You want me to park in the middle of nowhere naturally? Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to back in already.
You know how to back in.
It's just a mess.
Do it how you normally would.
I can't because there's half a steering wheel missing. This is ridiculous.
Okay, I've got another random stranger here, and I want to know what you think of this yoke. Even though it's crooked, we're in park and I can't straighten it for you. So, ergonomically, what do you think? Give me your take on this.
Okay, so
Be honest.
First thoughts: the piece of plastic here on the side.
What are you talking about? That's a carbon fiber insert. Goddamn bean.
The piece of plastic here, and it's not carbon fiber.
It's supposed to be, yeah, it is. But anyways, what's your take on it? Let's not debate whether it is or not. Distracting?
It doesn't feel comfortable. Like my hand slides too much.
Yeah. Okay.
On it, like just holding my hand here, it feels really slippery.
Okay.
Like I get they do it for looks, but functionality.
Yeah.
Like I prefer the feel of the leather.
Yeah, the Napa leather.
Yeah. Other than that, I do like the view. If you remove this, I like the clean view.
Yeah.
So the wheel does feel comfortable. It's a little bit wider than the one I'm used to.
It is. Then a regular wheel.
Than a regular wheel.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it feels good. The other thing I don't like for my OCD that it comes up and then loops down and then up.
The little bump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of this.
No. Okay.
Okay, now that I see it, I can't unsee it.
Yeah. Well, what I feel, and this video isn't about me, but what I thought you were going to comment on when you talked about these bumps, see how the stitching comes up there?
Yes, and the stitching.
That actually, I feel that, and I feel that it's distracting only because when I'm driving, I play with that a lot. Like my thumbs go on it, and you just get distracted and play with it.
Yeah. So I've driven with a yoke before.
Yeah.
You have to get used to it, and I can see why this gets distracting, especially depending on how you're turning.
Oh yeah, the whole learning curve of driving with a yoke in itself is distracting.
But this doesn't even make any sense. So you're doing this because you like the appearance more so than anything else. Not you, but like a lot of people will do it because...
Oh yes, definitely people go looks over functionality.
Sure. Why is this here?
I don't know.
It's the only place with stitching. There's no like that style stitching. Oh, actually, no, it's under here that you can't see.
I was gonna say it has to be.
Yeah.
I don't know a cow that's shaped like this. Honest opinion. I mean, I know you're not driving it, but just the feel of it.
I like the looks of it, but I talk about it, and I drive a lot like this.
Yeah, I do too.
And that's my only issue. I drive a lot like this, and I see a lot of videos, and every time I catch myself in the car, I'm like this, and I'm a left-handed driver, so it's just odd that you always have to be like this. I love the looks of it. I do. I like the looks of it.
The look looks good. There's part of the wheel that I'm accustomed to being there.
Yeah,
it's not there.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. And like I said, I think about it all the time when I see people put them up there.
Yeah.
And I drive like that all the time, unless I got it on the autopilot, and then my hand will sit here just to keep the pressure on, so so the sensor doesn't go on. Right?
I think it's good for autopilot. So we've got another well-prominent Tesla owner and YouTuber, Paul.
Yes.
What do you think of the yoke? First of all, have you ever driven a yoke car?
This is actually the first time I'm ever putting hands on a yoke.
Okay, well that's perfect. I want to know what you think, your initial first reaction of how it feels in your hand. I know you can't, it's locked and everything, so, but for your first impression.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. Like I'm normally like a 9 and 3 kind of person, so this is very much where I would put my hands anyways. I love the visibility to, you've got the second screen here, which is great.
But even without that, would it you think it would be good for just road visibility anyways without the second screen?
Yeah, from visibility I think it would definitely benefit. Yeah, visually, ergonomically, it seems to hit some highlights for me. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Quick, just one thing, only because the last person that looked at it brought something up and no one else has brought it before. These little inserts on the side,
if I hadn't mentioned that to you, would you even have felt them or know they were there?
I did feel that there was something different. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
But
It's carbon fiber, baby.
it's carbon fiber.
They say it is. I don't know if it truly is.
You know, I haven't seen and play around with. I mean, I know you can't go. Move the seat back. I know you can't like go for a driver and then without giving true representation, but
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, like I normally drive like this anyway, right? With my,
Yeah.
you know, kind of hands like around here. So.
how would you think it would be for like getting into parking lots and turning and everything?
It's kind of hard to say without driving it,
Yeah.
right? But you know, I mean, I think for me the only problem is the lack of the top part of the wheel, right?
That's exactly what I found.
That's
So
the whole, like, you know, because the
palming and stuff like that.
yeah, well, it's always the shit factor, right? You know, when you have that, you know, it's like, you know, obviously, like if something goes wrong and you're like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
and you go to grab the wheel and it's not
And
there,
there's nothing there.
you know, then that could really like screw you.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, I know a lot of people love them, but I mean, it's good for visibility, right? You can see a little screen gizmo.
Yeah.
Really
And even if
nicely.
that wasn't there, you could still. I mean, you're
Yeah.
tall anyways. You would
Yeah, it's not like the wheel bothers me in my car, right?
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I've never actually driven with one, but I mean, I know people love them. It's not my thing though. I mean, I'd rather have just a traditional
Yeah.
round wheel. But you know, I mean, if I was just driving, yeah, I mean, I just normally drive with my hands down here anyway. So
Yeah.
you know, I'm not like a 10 and 2 guy, right? You know, so don't have to worry about the fact that 10 and 2 aren't there.
No, 9 and 3 now.
Yeah, but the